Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome to episode 50 of our Enigmatica 6 Let's Play. Where today it's episode 50, and we are celebrating 50 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Woohoo! I'm just super excited that 50 people have enjoyed the content that I produce and want to see more. So, to all of my current subscribers and to all my future subscribers, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber, that button is right below this video, right below to the right. It says subscribe. You can hit that. You can hit the bell. You can comment, like, all that good stuff. Yada, yada, yada. I appreciate it. Anyway, today we are going to work on a few things. First off, new week, new pack update since I last recorded. A couple changes. First off, the zooming thing got turned on like it does every time, and terracotta was searched. First things first, we have the entangled mod. I've been waiting for this mod or something like it. I'm a couple episodes ago, maybe 10, 15, 20, I don't know. We're at 50 episodes. They all blur together. Anyway, I talked about how I was waiting for the Actually Editions Phantom Face, I believe it's called. Actually Editions has not been updated yet, so the developers of Enigmatica 6 decided to go ahead and add the Entangled mod in the interim until such a time that Actually Editions is updated. But can we make one of these really quick just so I can demonstrate how this works? Because this is going to help us out a lot. And I keep saying cuz, I mean to say because. I don't like saying cuz, but hey, it is what it is. All right, let's make a chest. Give me a chest. This chest thing drives me nuts. Let's try and fix this real quick. Because these oak chests, like chests are for some reason not or dictionaried like perfectly. And it drives me nuts that they're not. So what if I do this? Nope, you are the wrong grid. Just pick that back up. Also, by the way, our tree farm has been working fantastic. We have 10,000 logs. What if I take you, okay? And if this doesn't work, we're gonna do it the old make 8 chests at a time. What do you give me? You give me oak chest. Can I change the output on this? Is that thing where I can drag? Yes, it is. Chest. Can I just change it to that? No. Get out of here. That don't work. So what if I do this recipe? What chest do you give me then? Still these chests. And it should be orc dictionaried, but it's not. It is not working. I don't want you. Go away. That part is frustrating because it does not count those chests for some reason, for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it does not like counting those chests as a normal chest. And all these planks aren't or dictionaried either, which is annoying. I may end up actually submitting this on the Enigmatica 6 GitHub as an issue because it's just frustrating when recipes call for a chest and it doesn't work. And now I don't even remember what I was working on. The entangled mod. This is actually going to come in handy for us today, so that's why I want to go ahead and make one of these just to demonstrate it to you guys. And look, it's not or dictionary, so I can't. It won't even let me use this to make this. So at this point, I honestly don't know what to do. Baobab. I know Baobab logs. Oh my goodness. Baobab. Your planks converted to a regular chest, did they not? Yes, they do. All right, we're gonna have to do something about that. Either I'm gonna submit that as a bug to the Enigmatica 6. Let me turn off advanced tooltips, by the way, because I had those on. Yeah, we need to do something about that. Anyway, entangled. That's an issue for another time. We can make an entangled block, and then we need an entangled binder, so we're gonna go ahead and make that. And the way that this works is actually pretty nifty. Oh, I guess I can put the chest away too. So what we do is we take our block and we take our binder And let's see if they have updated the pack to allow me to put the binder in the morphing tool, because that would be kind of cool. No. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's not super relevant. I hate that. Anyway, entangled block. So what we do is we put our block down, right? Doesn't look like anything right now. Just kind of boring looking. However, if we shift right click on here, it'll select the block, and then we shift right click here. Boop. Oh, sorry. Shift right click, right click. It turns this block into, well, an entangled block, essentially. You can see that it's rendering this guy, and it gives us a little hover preview, a highlight of what block it's bound to. And now we can access this block as if it was this block. So if we were to set up pipes, we could have pipes go into here, extract out of here into this chest, and then we don't need to have it, you know, up here anymore. And I would demonstrate this, but I really don't want to set these pretty pipes up again at the moment. We will soon, though, because we're going to move all this. And our goal for this batch of episodes most likely is going to be getting ourselves a Powah reactor. Spoiler alert for our setup. And all you got to do is break it and it'll unbind it. So that's that. So let's put our entangled block away. We can put our entangled binder away. A couple of housekeeping things. Oh, also, on top of entangled, the RF tools dimensions was added. Which has your dimlets and stuff, and you can make dimensions of custom stuff. We'll dive into this later. If you don't know what RF Tools dimensions are, you will see, but basically you can custom create dimensions. So if I wanted to custom create a dimension where every block in the dimension was diamond block, I could easily do that. It's going to cost a lot of power, but every block that generates, so everything that you see on the ground, you can do spheres of diamond blocks and then go mine that, and you have infinite diamonds essentially. So I don't. Where? Wait, where are those chunks coming from? You're not running. That's from the bees. Huh, that threw me for a loop there for a minute. Like, where are these coming from? Anyway, you can see here I added another chest to this guy, and I actually set up an XNet controller back here to extract from all these machines, mainly because this is our ore tripling, so I still need the items to go, you know, all the way down the line for ore tripling. But for example, I put diamond chunks in here. Diamond chunks don't get tripled here. They get doubled in the enriching factory, and then that's it. That's the best we can do with it outside of like the astral sorcery infusion thing. So it doubles them, and then this guy's set to just pull out from there for this. And then for our ore tripling, it's still going to send it from the enricher into the smelter. So it's a little bit of automation. I didn't think it was going to be that complicated. Otherwise, I would have set it up on camera so y'all can see it. And if you want, we can take a look at the controller just so you can see exactly what I did. So we got our interface here. We have our enriching factory. So I have it set to, this is a power channel. So this is going to do the power. I have it set to extract diamonds from that. So the only thing it can extract is diamonds. Any of the chunks, or I don't remember what they're called for mechanism, but the what gets tripled is going to go to the smelter. It's going to insert it into the interface, and then the same thing for the factory. It's going to extract everything and insert it into the interface. Yeah, pretty simple, because we used to just have a like extraction pipe going from there, or I think we had an importer, which, to be honest, we don't even need this importer anymore, but I'm going to leave it there. I think I left this importer there because this was slow. Anyway, so that's that. So that's what we set up. And then if we pop over here, you can see I put up our digital miner because in preparation for us getting into higher tiers of Powah, the Niotic tier, I believe it is, requires us to energize diamonds. So we're going to need a lot of diamonds. So I set this guy up. I was also looking to see about the, this is a tag for mana crystals from Ars Nouveau, so we can dive into that later, but I don't believe that this actually works, but I'm going to leave it there. But since it's set to the top, it should be pulling those first, but it's pulling diamonds, so it ain't working. But anyway, so if we run this, you can see we're getting diamond chunks. So each one of those is 2 diamonds for us. And I set this up to have 4 speed upgrades. I had more in there, immediately ran out of power, drained all of it. So 4 seems to be our sweet spot with power. We're using 6,000 RF a tick, and it's fairly decent speed. I mean, it's not like ridiculously fast or anything like that. I do want to go ahead and just chunk load this spot real quick. That way that can keep running. But now if we go back home and we pop down into our basement, you can see diamonds are coming in here. Diamonds are coming in here, my bad. They go in here, they get processed, and then this is still doing its thing. So you can see the lead and all that stuff is still going. It's getting doubled. Those get pulled out, and the lead and all that stuff, and the tin, everything that's being processed from our bees is getting pulled over there. So pretty fancy, but we're gonna have a lot of diamonds. I did not let this run in between episodes because I wanted to show y'all this before I actually ran it. We have 200 and some odd diamonds, and it's just gonna keep going. There was like 300 spots that it needed to mine out there still. So that's 600 diamonds that we'll end up with, which I think is more than enough. Tree farm's been running swimmingly. Like I said, we have tons of power, or tons of oak. Bees are still going good. We haven't touched anything with them for a while. Yeah. So, first things first. Today, I want to work on getting into Powah and Powah reactors. Before I do that, though, I did want to check, because I do not remember, flux networks. What was it that was our limiting factor on these flux networks? Flux cores requires ender cores. Okay, we did that. It was the plugs. It was the points. You require the nitro tier. That's what it was. So we need to get into the nitro tier. I would love to have flux points and flux plugs for once we get into this power generation instead of this, mainly because upgrading this to the next tier is kind of a pain. It's not difficult, but flux networks, you don't have to worry about upgrading anything. You just plug it in and do it. We've seen how these work, and they work great, but I want something better. So let's look at Powah, okay? So we need to get into Powah. What is nitro going to take us? So first off, we need to get to Niotic, and then is Spirited the next tier, and then nitro. Is this in order? I'm going to say no, because Uraninite is down there, but it's possible. So you take nether stars, blocks of blazing crystals, and blocks of redstone. You take emeralds, and then you take diamonds. So that is in order. Niotic, Spirited, nitro. And what was the flux? Flux point. A nitro ender gate, which requires 4 plus energy cables. So nether stars. We're going to need to get a wither killer so we can get nether stars, which is fine. You got to kill one, and then we can get a wither builder from Industrial Foregoing, and we could use that to build the wither, and then we can set up something to do killing of the wither, or we don't even necessarily need to do this. We could set up like a modular routers to build the wither for us. That's a possibility. We'll look into it. But let's work on getting ourselves up to at least the Spirited tier on our Powah stuff, and then build the reactors and see what happens from there. So let's find our book, Akashic Tome, and Powah manual. Okay, so we want reactors. Reactors are a multi-block generator that use uraninite as their main fuel. To build it, you will need 36 reactor blocks placed in your hand, and then place them in a 3x4 replaceable area, and the reactor will complete building itself automatically. Building and placing 36 reactor blocks in your hand and placing them in a 3x4 replaceable area. Oh, so it just needs to be an open space. I get it. Okay. Then the reactor will complete building itself automatically. So we have the starter tier, which doesn't exist in Enigmatica 6. So we need to go with the basic tier. There's the hardened tier. There is the blazing tier, the Niotic tier, the spirited, and then nitro tier. And So if we jump up to Niotic, because we have the diamonds now, that's 30 million RF or FE forge energy capacity for the reactor. It can generate 4,000 a tick, and it can extract 160,000 a tick. The spirited tier is 5,700, and this is 8,100. Now let me double check here real quick, because I believe that the numbers have been boosted in Enigmatica. Yeah, so a water-cooled basic reactor will output almost 10,000 RF a tick. If we go up to Niotic, it's 63,000. Spirited is 89,000 RF a tick, and Nitro is 126. That's a lot of power. So I think we can check out and see, what do these reactors take? So if we go to Powah and we do reactor, what exactly are you to make? Niotic capacitors, some uraninite, and dielectric casing. That is not too terrible a recipe. We just need to work on getting these niotic capacitors going. So I think it's time that we set up auto crafting with our energizing orb. The only caveat with auto crafting, we are going to have to modify this in the future, because this requires 4 items and 20 million RF to make those. You cannot do these one at a time. Unlike the Niotic crystals, which were just 1 diamond, put it in there, you get 1, which works perfect with our setup here. We just throw diamonds in here, it goes in, and we let it run. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's grab ourselves, 2 stacks of diamonds, I would say. And then let's get some emeralds. How many emeralds do we have? Not very much. And then while this is running, we also need to work on upgrading our energizing rods. So let's add some stuff to our to-do list, right? So we need Powah. Powah, we are going to want to get at least the Niotic tier. If I can figure out how to get more emeralds easily, we'll do the spirited tier. If I put emeralds out on our digital miner, and there aren't many in there, so we're going to have to find out. I think emeralds generate generally in mountainous terrain. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, so we will be doing that. Or we'll go pop over somewhere mountainous and see what we can do. So we need the reactor blocks. We're going to need the crystals. We're going to want to go ahead and upgrade to the Niotic energizing rods, just because they are much faster than our basic ones that we have here. Or maybe even... I don't think we can afford doing spirited right now. So Niotic is where we're going to go, which is going to require us to go down the chain for all of these. So let's just add those to our to-do list. So this is going to be our first thing we're going to do, is setting these guys up. So let's go ahead and take one of these, and let's see what this process is like, okay? So a hardened is going to be as simple as that. Bam. It is now hardened here. And then blazing is going to be this guy. And I have the capacitors on autocraft, which is good. Okay. It is now blazing tier. And then Niotic. Yeah, that's taking forever for those to run, isn't it? For a Niotic, how many? You need a lot of those. Okay. So that's fine. We're at blazing right now. So let's go ahead and do that guy there. And that should help speed up this process. And that one is pretty much faster than all of these. So let's go ahead and get these guys all upgraded. 1, 2, yeah. Basic to hardened. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to need 18 of these capacitors. This is the blazing. And we're going to need 18 of the hardened. Okay. And then that should be good. And we can do this. There is hardened. These are not OR dictionary. Well, not OR dictionary. These do not stack because they have individual NBT data. So I have to do these one at a time, but that is fine. And then we need the blazing ones, which is going to require some more blazing cables. Do I have these on autocraft? No, let's teach that. At Powah energy cable. Do I have any of these on autocraft? No. Well, seeing as we need them, let's go ahead and teach. Yeah, this is cheaper. It's cheaper to go that route. We can just put those back. And we are going to need energy cable. It's 1 per, so we need 8. Let's let those cook up. Bam. And that gets us to the blazing tier on all these. Nice. Okay. So then you were here, 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 and here. So that should drastically speed up our processing here. Yes. We can also get the at pretty pipes. There's a speed upgrade. Oops. Which requires this. So that's you. Invar ingots. That's easy enough. Invar. Don't know why when I clicked that it didn't work, but whatever. At Powah. No. At pretty pipes. At pretty pipes. And actually, I need 2 of these. 1 for each end. So that is that. And then 2 of those. And then electrum ingots. Or electrum nuggets. Sure. Just give me 10. But give me 2 quicker so that I can kind of just like, you know, quickly now. Whoop. Thank you. Speed, and that's you. And then we can set this to be, I think it's on this end and this end. So now those should pull those out pretty quick. So this is charging up. View high speed increase. Maybe it has to be on this end. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that'll speed that process up. How many of these guys do we have? 14. Let's see if we can't upgrade to the Niotic tier. So we need to teach it how to make the Niotic, these guys. Which just requires basic capacitors. Okay. Sweet. So now if I wanted to request, I also need to teach you how to make those cables. So it either uses 2 or it uses any energy cable. I would like it to use basic energy cables, actually. Actually, that is a cheaper recipe. We're going to set that to exact because that's going to use starter energy cables, and then it's only going to use the 4 instead of using 6 total Niotics, which is 6 diamonds. We only get 6 cables, though. So this is going to use a total of 8. This is going to use a total of 6 to get 12. Okay, I lied. Technically, this is a cheaper recipe. So let's teach you that. And then, so I need 12 of, or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 14 Niotic capacitors. I ain't gonna have enough. No, no way. Here's a question, and this may be a bad idea. Generally, because these are what sends the power. Does that do anything? I honestly can't tell if that's actually... I think it's helping. Yeah, I think it's helping. We could also upgrade these pipes to the ultimate tier, which would help extract faster. Let's go ahead and do that. So that is ultimate. No. At mechanism, it is atomic alloys. I have to go through the whole chain, don't I? Let's just make like... Can I do 8? The question is, do I have enough of the stuff downstairs? So let's go ahead and make more enriched obsidian. We'll see how this craft comes out. At mechanism. Yeah, because it should, in theory... I'm just refreshing myself on how that worked. And what tiers. The next tier is elite and then ultimate. So I do need to make the elites, which is the reinforced alloys. Let's go ahead and make 8 of those too. And then let's pop downstairs and see how this guy's doing with our... You're good. You are good. You are about to run out of diamond, and you have no more enriched obsidian. Okay. So we need diamond stuff. Elite. No. What are these things called? Goodness. Enriched diamonds. Let's get a stack of that. Go ahead and process those. And that should get me more than enough for this machine. And then I'm going to need to make... I'm going to need to make the obsidian ones too. Okay. And then I need enriched obsidian. Let's get 10 of those. Is that enough? Let's grab the rest of these. Good. And those can just sit there. I mean, they're not going to do us any other good anyway. At this point, I mean, to be honest, I probably could set the diamond ones to be autocraft since I have all the diamonds in the... that I'm pulling from the digital miner, and I can just move the digital miner, but... So then we have mechanism alloys. Let's grab these and these. You can go away. All right, so let's see. I need to upgrade everything. I'm gonna need way more than 8, aren't I? That's okay. Let's go up top. What I care about is these right now, so as long as I get this upgraded, that's all I care. So you are there, and then you are what runs into there. So that's that. Sure, I guess. Those aren't really needed either, but... And you are coming out of there, correct? Yes, okay. So then you... Whew, I got turned around there. That was all of you? No. Okay, so now you guys should fill up on power faster. And then upgrade these guys. Okay, so that's all those upgraded. We'll worry about everything back there later. I mean, I can do a couple now, I guess, if absolutely necessary, because I'm here, but it's not really going to help much because these are such long runs. Okay, and then you and you. Sure. So now we should be getting much more of this Niotic crystal. Good. Okay, let's see. Can we upgrade these to Niotic real quick? So I needed 14 of those capacitors. Can I make 14? I can. Yes, do it. And then I need energy cables, which is going to require just the 12 energy cables. And I should have requested this first because it's not going to, it's going to use one of those that I just made. At Powah, take that out, and then energy cable. And it's 1 per, correct? Yes. So we need 7 of those. Can I make? Ah, so close. I can. Nice. Energy cable. That's you. Do the thing. Bam. That should be all she wrote. So now I should be able to upgrade these to Niotic tier, which means we will be able to do our stuff faster, which means next episode we should be able to get into the reactor. How's that sound? Let me upgrade these really quick, just so y'all can enjoy the speed that these will provide for us before we, part. And shabam. Done. You can go away. You can come onto my hot bar. Bam, 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 bam. I like how the thing changes colors too. The beam. Yeah, look at that. That's much faster now. Sweet. All right, and that's it for this episode. If you liked what you watched, please feel free to comment, subscribe, like in whatever order you choose, because I said that in the wrong order than I normally say it. But yeah, feel free to do all those things. I do appreciate it. 50 subscribers. I'm super happy for that. Now we're on to 100 and then 1,000 and then 10 million, right? And then, 100 million. We're going to be the next PewDiePie. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one.